Welcome to Fishing Tales, fishing the California streams, rivers, lakes, bays, and oceans.
I'm going to strap on my fishing creel. I'm going to get me a bucket of worms. Going to catch a big one, cause I know it's my turn. I'm going to set my sails and catch a fishing tail. I don't care if the sun don't shine. I'm gonna kick back and drop me a line to the bottom of the deepest hole. Then I'm gonna hang on to my fishing pole to catch a whale or tell a fishing tale.
And here's the host of our show, the man who brought fun back into fishing, Leo Verana.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Fishing Tales. And boy, what an adventure we have in store for you today. An angling adventure, and of course, in Alaska. Behind me is LeConte Glacier. We're in southeast Alaska. Wrangell, to be specific, fishing with Ken and Tony Wyrick. Angling adventures, and boy, we're going to show you some great fishing, some great sights. So you stay with us. It's all here on Fishing Tales.
You miss a target. Whether in the field, on the skeet range, or shooting trap, there are many reasons. For the first time ever, Chuck Drake, the most successful shooting instructor in North America, reveals in this video his unique visual shooting secrets that have produced national, world, and Olympic champions. This video will show you why you missed and provide step-by-step instruction to improve your shooting. Whether you are a beginner, shoot 4 guns in skeet, or a 27-yard trap shooter that misses a few, this shooting video is for you. Chuck Drake makes shooting easy. You'll learn the fundamentals of shooting and visual training secrets to include proper gun fit, choke selection, muzzle control, eliminating anticipation, master shooting eye, visual centering, correct eye movement, how to look for targets, correct one-eye shooters, pressure crossover, and rifle shooters. These secrets of shooting success are the ones that Chuck Drake has used to produce more champions in national and international competition than any other shooting instructor. Chuck Drake's unique instruction methods and training philosophy work. This, not 30, not 60, but 90-minute videotape will improve your shooting and provide you the visual training secrets used by successful shooters who follow the concept of Drake on shooting. This is the definitive shooting video. Order now. Give yourself a chance to shoot to your abilities and beyond. Drake on shooting. Order now.
Oh, hello everybody. Yeah, it's a fish, and it's a giant fish. It's a halibut, and we're up in Alaska. We're cruising, and as you can tell, fishing in the Inland Passage, and then we're going to take you upstream to a famous river, whoo, to catch some great fish. So you stay with us, fishing in Alaska. Oh!
Now this is the way to go to Alaska, on the Alaska Marine Highway. On the MV Columbia, you can relax outside on the solarium or meet and talk to Alaskans in the lounge. The accommodations, they're very comfortable. And the view, it's spectacular. I highly recommend it. When we reach Wrangell, Alaska, our destination to join Ken and Tony Wyrick of Angling Adventures, Ken quickly took us up at another familiar mode of transportation in Alaska and showed us the site. Here's Wrangell, a busy fishing seaport. It's home of some of the oldest totem poles in existence. Commercial fishing, crabbing, and lumber, and tourism are the industries, and they have a great place to stay on the water, the Stikine Hotel. Now here's a site, LeConte Glacier. Watch this.
Ken took us up the river in his jet boat for an angling adventure, and boy, Susan Bartow of Florida caught her first fish ever. Bill Braley of Texas, he loved it all, especially the fly fishing. I had a ball. Here's Alan, our guide, showing off, Alan Olivant. Our host, Ken Wyrick. We knew we came to the right place and to the right guy, and we had just started. Now look at that. A Dolly Varden.
Well, let me tell you, this was the biggest Dolly Varden of the day and probably one of the prettiest. See the fall colors? He took me for a ride down the creek. There's my MEP spinner that he broke off right at the end of MEP's number 3. But let me tell you, was that fun. Oh, Lord. Capped off a beautiful day of fishing.
Alan lays out the Dungeness crab pot, and there's our new home. The 65-foot Star Queen, and what a way to go fishing for giant halibut in the Inside Passage.
Bill, don't you know when you have a fish? Didn't they ever teach you anything in Texas? Where'd you go to school? Texas A&M?
Yes, that's right.
There you go. I tell you, folks, that when Jim is showing you our camera guy, this is what it's sort of like up here. There's 3 of us fishing. Alan, Bill, and me. And we're not kidding you. We got 3 halibut all on at the same time. Or we got 1 10-foot wide halibut and we have him in 3 places.
It's a whale.
Wow. Now isn't this fun, Bill? Do they have halibut in Texas?
Oh, you're talking about our flounder.
That's not a
Here we
fish.
got our first halibut up.
Oh, here comes one.
There he goes!
Come here, baby. I tell you, just you can come up here just for the beauty alone, being up here, and what a plus, catching the giant halibut, which we just lost. And of course, gives us an opportunity to show you a little bit of what we're fishing with. We had a nice halibut on. These are circle hooks. They hold halibut. This one got off. He was a pretty big one. And yeah, that's a marshmallow. That's one of the California marshmallows we use up here. Double hook, small weight. Fishing about 80, 90 feet of water right off the sandbar. Right off these islands. We're in Snow Pass. But there's a lot of great halibut shots up here, so you stick around. We're going to show you another one. Oh, there's a nice halibut right over there. Look at the one Alex got. Oh my goodness. That's what it's like up here. That's a halibut jig that Alan's using, little different setups that I showed you earlier. About 20-ounce weight. Makes it look like a squid, which is one of the food chains for the halibut up in here. Nice fish, Alan. Bill, we're just waiting on you. Now, Bill, we don't have all day.
Turn it back down, I guess.
Well, I'm going to tighten this drag up because every time I...
to drag up. Work him, Bill.
Oh, I don't have any bait down here.
All right. We haven't seen him yet, have we?
That's what...
Now, you believe all these stories about Alaska that I told you about? Here, I'll grunt for it.
Don't force him. Be gentle.
Be gentle.
That's a pretty good fish. You want to get it. You know, when you go to pull and don't reef back, just lift him and then reel. And
Alan's
lift
helping
him.
Bill out, giving him a little instruction. Be gentle. Who's winning, Bill?
It's a good one. Okay, here he is. It's a good one. Ken, need the gun.
Ken?
Ken, need the gun.
We're talking about getting the gun, folks. It's another way of bringing in the halibut, because they're a dangerous fish. They can, a small boat, they've been known to flap and break it and sink it. We're not taking any chances here. Alan's on a safety line with a grappling hook. You're fixing to see a giant Alaska halibut.
Damn. That's a drag. That's a drag.
That's a drag out.
So he just pulled back. Just getting ready to shoot.
Okay, folks. Gonna try again.
I didn't get him in all the way.
All right.
Look into his jaw, man.
This is exciting up here. You're gonna get a look at it as it happens. We're getting real close. If Texas Bill can just hang on for a little while longer. Fish is right near the surface. But when a halibut breaks surface, no different than any other fish, but a halibut really, really gets to flapping and swirling, and he's dangerous. But Alan and Ken know what they're doing. They've done this a little bit. In fact, the last trip out, they caught a 200 and something pounder. Yours not that big, is it, Bill?
No, but it's plenty big for Bill. How's that for an answer? Here he comes.
All right, here he comes. We think.
Yep.
There he is. That's just the head, folks. That's scary. That's scary. Here comes the hook. There's the hook. There's the shot. There's another shot. Holy.
Big halibut Theo.
That's big. Right behind that top eye. Let me tell you what. That's the biggest halibut I've seen.
My aching back. I'm finished for the day.
I think we got him!
Hey! We're gonna put it on the jet boat that we've been trailing. He's been shot 5 times, he's been hooked, and they're still worried that he's still flapping. So Alan's gonna put him on this boat, and look at that fish. How come we don't have halibut like that in California? Wait a minute, I think Susan has just got a fish. Oh, Susan, what have you got there?
Oh, she's got a good one.
She's got a fish.
Oh, nice one.
Oh,
Leo!
Susan, I can't help you anymore.
Oh, Leo, it's time!
Or who's going to catch who, Susan?
It's a debate.
Susan, think of this as a man and just show him who's in charge here.
Yes.
Susan has gotten to the act. She's been catching more fish than anybody, and there she is now with the halibut.
It's a
Very
beauty.
similar to the one that Alan caught earlier in the day. All right. Okay. Oh, Alan's going to net this one. Sometimes you shoot halibut. You saw the movie They Shoot Horses, don't you? But this time we're going to net Susan's halibut. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, here's another halibut. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Yes, he is.
Ken has brought us into this hole 2 or 3 times in the past. Oh. And we've got another fish. This is a big one. Oh, my goodness. That's my favorite sound. The sound of a reel. Take and drag up in Alaska. And oh, my goodness. This might be a while, folks, so don't you go away. We'll be right back. We're going to show you a giant halibut, the Inland Passage, angling and adventures up in Alaska. Oh, my goodness. Honey, I'm going to be a little late. I am hung up at the office, and I can't talk to you now. I got somebody big on the other line.
And it's crystal clear on my Mitsubishi 800 cellular phone, because Cellular One has cleared up one important thing: your reception and service. Equally at home, at play, or on the road in your car, Cellular One is truly a go-anywhere communication system.
This is the only way to call home.
Getting the car you're looking for, the home you're looking for, the career you're looking for, means getting the results you're looking for in the classified section of the Marin Independent Journal, the IJ. It stands for everything you want in a newspaper. If you don't want to miss that show, movie, concert, or TV special, don't miss the entertainment section of the Marin Independent Journal, the IJ. It stands for everything you want in a newspaper.
I need to know who's news and what's news in business quickly every day.
Today's Wall Street Journal, in 3 concise sections, saves you time yet gives you all the news you need every business day.
I need to know the latest trends in marketing.
And what my competitors are up to.
I need to know what's new in technology.
And how to run a small company.
And how it all affects me.
And I need to know today.
The information you need to compete, clear, concise, complete, in today's Wall Street Journal. Call now and you can have 13 weeks of the Wall Street Journal and this valuable 120-page guide to understanding money and markets. That's 13 weeks of the journal for the news and ideas you need every business day. And this guide free, which tells you everything you want to know about money and markets, now for only $34. Call toll-free 800-228-3600. Today's Wall Street Journal. Faster, tougher, smarter. Call 800-228-3600 now.
This is Tony Wyrick, Ken's wife. Besides great accommodations and treating us like kings aboard the Star Queen, she's a good fisherman. I mean woman. I mean person.
See that buoy out there? That's where Ken has marked the spot. We're off on a little ridge, a little hill, and that's where the halibut are feeding today, and Ken has found it. I don't know how he does it in all these waters, but he has. And I'm still fighting that big halibut. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Meanwhile, Tony, what have you got over there?
I got one bigger than yours, Leo.
Oh, wow.
You want to make a little $5 wager?
A little $5 wager? Sure.
I got a
Susan
monster.
keeps beating me in all this fishing. But I think I got you, Tony.
Okay, you're on.
I can't believe Tony keeps this ship going, keeps everybody straight, gives us all chores to do. First does tons of them, and now she's out here trying to beat us at fishing.
Now, usually, Leo, I don't let any of our guests do any work, but your group's different.
With me, it's different. Do a lot of the ladies fish, Tony?
Oh, yeah, we have lots of couples come up.
Right.
And
well, I can see why.
The ladies really like to fish. And
you're probably seeing more and more ladies come fishing, right?
You bet. And those that don't like to fish, they can enjoy the luxury of the boat and watch their husbands catch fish.
You don't mind if I grunt while we talk, do you?
I'm about to that point, too.
What we do for all these people, Tony, you and I, providing food, entertainment for the people. You know, I think your fish is going to be bigger than Mr. Brayling.
Now I know why Bill was about to pass out.
About to? I guess they don't have fish like this in Texas.
No, they got little tiny fish in Texas.
Oh. There comes mine.
No, he's mine. Are we both hooked to him? We are. We're both hooked to him. And he's mine. You see a big one.
Now, wait a minute. Now, this is a contestable thing.
It is mine.
Now, I'm a gentleman when it comes to many things.
We'll see who's got it in the mouth, and it's me. I think.
No, it's me.
Well, shoot.
For those of you that want to write and be a judge on who caught this fish, there are 2 hooks in that fish. One of them, of course, is mine. I have no idea who the other one is.
Now, Leo, it's only fair that this should be my fish. I caught him first, you know.
Here we go. A Texan is going to get our halibut. Isn't that something? There's Bill. Bill just hooked him, and he's got him. Come on to the rope. Hey, wait. This is sort of like a rodeo, Bill. Let him down just a little bit. These halibuts are dangerous, and that's why Ken shoots them. Just to calm them down. Now, Bill, if you stay with that for 8 seconds, the horn will blow and we'll give you a time on your halibut. Out there, you see, oops, just as you see Bill, that's called conehead fishing. But actually, that's the way of Bill Braley keeping warm. But while he's doing that, you won't believe it, I got another giant Alaska halibut. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll take this rod back to California with me if he can catch these things. We'll go up Sacramento River and catch some kings on this. I don't know if Ken Wire could give it to me because he's got such good rods. Bill, the fish are over here, Bill! You know, I get Bill. It's not unusual to see a Texan up here. They're probably a little smarter, or just as smart as us Californians. They know where the fish are, and they're not in Corpus Christi. Tony, now you tell Ken if it starts towing the boat, it's not my fault.
It was that kind of fishing for the few days that we were out on the water, and boy, it went by so quick on the Star Queen. Those halibuts were great to catch. The one Bill caught, about 150 to 60 pounds. And boy, were they delicious. Tony cooked them up. Oh, they were fantastic. Fresh halibut above the Star Queen, cruising in the inside passage to another fishing ground. And on the way, of course, pull up some great Dungeness crab. Now, you know, in Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, we get the fresh, good Dungeness crab. You know where most of them come from, I found out? They came from Wrangell, Alaska. There's Bill Braley from Texas. He's probably never seen a Dungeness crab. Ken is opening up the trap door, and he's going to show them this. Gosh, we had those for dinner, fresh. I'll never forget that. Watch out, Bill. Don't let him pinch you. Hold him right there. A Dungeness crab, fresh from the waters. Inside the Star Queen, and gosh, we didn't get to show you all of the ship. Susan and I were relaxing, and Tony every morning made fresh pies, and also I loved fresh homemade bread. And Susan and I took in the sights. And what a sight it was. Let's take it in. Two endangered species, the sea lion and the humpback whale. Enjoy these magnificent sights. Honey, I'm going to be a little late. I am hung up at the office, and I can't talk to you now. I got somebody big on the other line.
And it's crystal clear on my Mitsubishi 800 cellular phone, because Cellular One has cleared up one important thing: your reception and service. Equally at home, at play, or on the road in your car, Cellular One is truly a go-anywhere communication system.
This is the only way to call home.
Catch a weekend of outstanding college hoops next Saturday as PSN tips off the 1990 season. First, it's Cal live from Houston at 5:30, followed by the Stanford Invitational at 7:30 p.m. Sunday, catch the Stanford women's team take on the University of Tennessee Volunteers at 11 a.m. PSN, the Bay Area's season ticket to Cal and Stanford athletics. Follow the Stanford Cardinal on PSN. This week and every week, the Stanford Sports Magazine reviews and previews the Cardinal. With basketball coach Mike Montgomery. Catch it only on PSN. Pacific Sports Network is your season ticket to big guys, big events, and big games year-round. Watch the Bay Area's big guys, the Golden State Warriors, take on the best of the NBA. And big events like Volvo Tennis of San Francisco, Virginia Slims of California, and the ATP Tennis Tournament featuring the world's best tennis greats. And big games from Cal, Stanford, and the best of the West. PSN, your season ticket to big guys, big events, and big games.
And now let's take a closer look at LeConte Glacier. That's a real plus when you come up here to Alaska, and especially in southeastern Alaska, to see these glaciers. Front row seat. Wonder how long they had to get their tickets for this one. And there it is. Oh, that is spectacular. As you can tell by the little movement in the camera. Oh, look at that. That's the Thunderbird clapping his wings, and boy, we're going to have a wake coming our way, as you can probably tell here on the boat that's already starting to move from the camera. Nature putting on a show, and we're right here to see it all. Holy! Unbelievable. And here comes a big wake coming our way. So make your plans for an angling adventure in 88 giant halibut and giant glaciers. Call or write Angling Adventures. Well, that's our show, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And coming along with us up in the great land, Alaska, to Ken and Tony Wyrick of Angling Adventures. What a time we had above on the Star Queen. What food, what company, what fishing, and what sights, just like LeConte Glacier behind us. And to the staff and the crew of the Alaska Ferry System, we're going to come back to Alaska and the great land because we have to. We've left a little part of ourselves here, and we're going to come back and reclaim it. And for all of you out there, I'm going to leave you with my 3 favorite words, especially up here in Alaska. Fish on, everybody.
Thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed Fishing Tales. Fishing the California streams, rivers, lakes, bays, and oceans.
A rod and a reel, I'm going to strap on my fishing creel. I'm going to get
This is Leo Vrana, host of Fishing Tales. Drop us a line. Let us know how you like the show and tell us your fishing tale. Maybe I'll bite.
Catch you fishing.